sixth and final episode or exercise session in the series. My name is Shane. I've been guiding us through the series so far. We've worked up from beginner sessions in 1 to 3 up to more challenging sessions in the last couple here. And today will be no exception. We're just gradually building up with each session. The key is always that you work off your own level though. So at any point if you need to pause, slow the pace down. If any movement feels painful, just to stop that exercise. I have a good strong chair, I have space, bottle of water, I have a window open, and I have my weights ready. You can use tins, you can use bottles. So let's begin and let's get started with our warm-up. So as you'll know now, I'm a big fan of the shoulders, starting off with movement in that position. Just generally an area that's a little bit tight, stiff, before we start to move with weight and more challenging movements. So let's begin. Bring right hand to your shoulder. Just want to start drawing circles with the elbow. So I'm just going to slowly start opening up that right shoulder. My elbow is drawing circles, and I'm just gently opening out through the position. Just giving a couple of different variations even in the warm-ups over the last couple of sessions. Change direction. You can kind of pick, choose, and see what movements work for you going forward. I want you to swap sides, bringing your left hand to your shoulder. Again, think of that elbow, slowly drawing circles. So just gently opening up from that shoulder. That left elbow, slowly drawing circles. And then just to return back the opposite way. Now from this position, arms by my side, keep the hips in a fixed position. Rotate your body to the left, rotate your body to the right. As much movement as we can through the upper body. Think one arm in front, one arm behind, and minimal movement through the hips. Again, that's just going to open up, particularly around that back, any areas a little bit tight, a little bit stiff before we start to work harder. Now, bringing those hands up, what I want to do is just take a small step to the right and press, small step to left and press. I'm in no hurry with this movement, just work at a pace that's comfortable, just nice and dynamic with our warm-up here, pressing out from chest, and just lightly stepping to the side at the same time. Let's go once more. And then into a rowing action. I'm going to bring those arms out in front, pull back and step forward, and then through the opposite side. Rowing, pulling those hands low in towards your stomach, and just lightly stepping forward. So I'm just connecting with my back as I row and bring those arms in. That nice feeling, that nice squeeze or connection with my back. And return. Take one more upper body movement, raise the arms in front, open arms to sides. So we'll work the two positions, forward and lateral. Again, just switching on through the shoulders, raising arms in front, raising arms lateral out to the sides. Let's go once more through each position. And back down, moving into the legs. Might hold on to the back of my chair, just lightly stretch the legs back. Think pointing your toes in towards the floor, stretching the legs back, lightly tapping those toes into the floor. Just switching on, moving through the lower body now. What I'll do next, I'll just turn. Elevation, big lift of the right knee, big lift of left knee. Again, I'm less focused on speed, but I am thinking of a good strong lift. So really switching on, connecting with the hip each time. Good strong lift, lifting the knee nice and high. Let's go another couple of times. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From this position, I want to start lightly tapping the heels out. And now just switch on the back of the lower legs, heel down, toes pointed up. Just a nice light dynamic movement, just keeping it flowing here, moving, switching the body on, just building up nicely, preparing, readying ourselves to move into those harder blocks of work. And I'll just take it back one more time into those nice high knee lifts, just preparing, readying ourselves, finishing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That completes our warm-up. We're going to move into our first block of work, which is our aerobic work. If that chair nearby, you may wish to have that chair in front, but by your side can be really good as well. A nice clear space. Let's begin. 3 movements. I'm going to put my timer on. Discover the movements in that first round, just explore them, see how they feel. If they feel okay, continue on. And if you feel you need to slow, change the movements a bit, that's perfectly fine. So let's put the camera or the timer on and begin. Okay, action number 1. Mixing this up, changing a bit from last week. I want to today work through lifting my left knee, lifting the right arm at the same time. So how that looks. Left knee, right arm. Start slow, start with a little caution here. Just testing how this movement feels. Left knee, right arm. My chair is alongside me. At any point, I can take the arm away and hold on to the chair should I need. On this first round, I'm just exploring the movement. How is the balance, the coordination of this movement? Do I feel comfortable or is this very difficult? Just checking with yourself, exploring this movement on the first round. We'll count it down now, last couple of times. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap sides. So now your right knee becomes active and the left arm will flow. So right knee, left arm. Let's begin. Chairs alongside. So any point I want, I will hold on to my chair. We think opposite sides here. Right knee, left arm. So we're giving all these little variations, these different little challenges every week, just to give us that good challenge and progress it every week and with every session. Continuing at a pace that's comfortable. Really important that we don't rush. You're working at the pace that's right for you. Especially this first round, you're just exploring the movements and how they feel. As we finish. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Third movement. We'll break this down. First of all, I want you to start marching on the spot. Don't need to move with too much intensity on that march because we're going to bring the arms in and forward in circles. So combination. March with arm circles. If I were to go really fast with that march and really fast with those arm circles, I'll tire out quite quickly here. So let's just find that balance. There's a lot going on with this movement. Keep those shoulder circles slow and steady. And continuing to march at a kind of, again, steady pace, not to rush either phase here. If you need to rest those arms down, shoulders might feel a little heavy, that's fine. 5 as we finish. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good challenge. We really are building up each and every session, so it's great we're making that progress. Let's swap again. Back to the start. Right knee, left arm. So let's go. Right knee, left arm. That chair is alongside should I need. I'm strong, I'm balanced in the position, I'm comfortable with all the movements, I've tested them out in that first round, and I know now what kind of pace I can continue if I need to slow it down a bit, or if I'm perfectly fine continuing at this current pace. So let's go. Another couple of times here, and we'll count it down shortly. Let's finish out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. Now I want you to lift your left knee and follow through with the right arm. So left knee, right arm. Let's begin. Straight in. Left knee, right arm. Again, a little bit of thinking, a little bit of coordination involved here. Opposite sides. We can always strip it back, take the arm away, hold on to your chair. And work at a pace that's right for you. It's giving me a challenge, but I'm not completely breathless. I'm comfortable, I feel a challenge, but I can still talk in a full sentence. Not completely breathless here. Slow the pace down if you need. Continue a nice brisk pace if it feels comfortable and you're balanced through the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Third action again. Remember the 2 phases. So let's begin with a march. Pace that's comfortable for you. Introduce the arms out by your sides and slowly forward in circles. So a nice combination here. Let's go. March with arm circles. Again, I find the shoulders will get tired on this one. So just keep it nice and steady. I'm in no hurry with the movement. Just marching. And bringing those arms forward in circles. If this feels really difficult, running out of power, drop the arms, just continue to march on the spot. Let's time it down. Again in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Third, final round, each action one more time. Let's return to the start. Right knee, let's begin. So right knee, left arm. Again, this third final round, I'm familiar with all the movements. I know what kind of pace is comfortable. Equally, I know it's getting more challenging with each round. So I'm just kind of finding that right balance. It's a good challenge. I can still talk, not completely breathless. I'm working at a nice brisk pace compared to that first round. But definitely feeling a little bit more challenged this third round. So you're not alone if maybe it's not just me, hopefully. Feeling a little bit more challenged this time. 3, 2, 1. Let's swap sides. Left knee, right arm. So left knee, right arm, straight in. Let's go. Remember, any point you need, pause, take a breather, catch your breath. There's no pressure with any of these movements. Aside from that, we can just slow the pace down at any point. So as I'll demonstrate now, I can just take a little bit of pace out of the movement if I need. Continuing, a nice brisk pace, providing that feels okay. Okay, so let's continue. Count this one down shortly, nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, reset. Final action. Again, breathless, need a break. Doesn't matter if it's the last or the first, you take a break as required. Otherwise, begin your march on the spot. Open the arms to your sides. And forward in circles. Just like to break that setup down. Shoulder or arm circles. Arms straight. Nice smooth action. Slowly forward in circles. And just marching as you go. And if I need it, particularly with those shoulders, if they're feeling quite heavy, you need to let the arms down. That's okay. Just continue to march. Just going to finish out now. Last couple of seconds, going to time it in shortly. Okay, so we're going to time it down, finishing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Really important phase now. Rest against the back of that chair. Take some of that pressure off the body. Air in, air slowly out. And just taking some of that weight, putting it onto the chair. Take a seated position if you prefer. Just give yourself that recovery. no rush. Regardless when I'm moving into the next phase, if you need a little bit longer, just pause the video, continue when you're ready. Couple of seconds. 2, 3 more to get. Drink of water if you need. One more time. Okay, I'm going to bring in to our strength work next. As we've always done, big 4 or 5 movements. We work on them, 2 sets, 8 times for each movement, and just a couple of progressions like every other day today. A couple of nice challenging movements, but we've built up along the way, so we'll be absolutely fine. The way we're going to work this one today, I want you to grab hold of your 2 weights first, and I want to have the chair ready. So you'll see my chair is placed against the wall. Okay, so grab hold of your 2 weights. Sit slightly forward in your chair. What I want to do is place my left foot forward. So we're going to return to a movement we previously worked on, but we're going to build a little bit of weight and extra challenge into the movement. So my left foot forward, right foot is back. Heel of my left foot roughly in line with the toes of the right foot, but still separated by width. Hold the 2 weights by your side. From this position, we want to stand up tall. So I'll stand up. It's 1, and then I return back to the chair. My right leg is going to work extra hard in this position. My back stays straight. I exhale as I stand. Inhale as I lower. 4 more times. Working that right leg hard. 3. 2 more. And once more. And rest down. We'll swap the position up, bring your feet back in line, and now place your right foot forward. By placing the foot forward, you put the workload onto the back leg. So the heel of my right foot, roughly in line with the toes of the left foot, but still separated by width. Take hold of your 2 weights, and from here, the action, standing up tall, up out of the chair, sitting back down. We return to a full seated position with this movement. We're bearing that extra weight and load today. Standing up tall, exhale as you stand. Inhale as you lower. Feeling that back left leg working very hard in the position. 3 more times. It's going to work twice more. And once more. And rest down. As you continue to rest, I'm going to turn my chair to the side just to give you a demonstration from the opposite angle. So, again, set up. I want you to sit forward in your chair so you're not fully rested back. Your feet are level, but what I want you to then do is place your left foot forward. So my left foot physically comes forward, heel of the left foot, roughly in line with the toes of the right foot. Holding on to your weight, let's begin. Standing up tall, sitting back into the chair. Standing up tall, sitting back into the chair. Continue at your own pace. Never want to hurry or rush. Feeling that back right leg working really hard here. 4 more times. No hurry. 3 more. Twice more. And once more. And back down. Rest the weight, reset the position, feet level again, And now I place my right foot forward. So the heel of my right foot, roughly in line with the toes of the left foot. So that left leg will work that bit harder. I take hold of my 2 weights, and I will begin. Standing up tall, returning back into my chair. Standing up tall, returning back to your chair. Continuing on, let's keep, as we have throughout the series, any version of squat or sit to stand. We always work with a nice control, never rushing the movement. 4 more times. Keeping that back nice and straight. 3. 2 more. Really working that left leg. And once more. And down. Rest the weight down. Take a little breather, take a little break, catch your breath, and I'll just place my 2 weights down. Okay, actually using them for the next one. But we'll set up the position as we rest. Let's place our chair in a good strong position against the wall here. I'm not going to move. We're going to return to a shoulder press, one of the more challenging upper body exercises, which we've previously practiced. Set up. You'll take hold of your 2 weights, but more importantly, sit your body comfortably in and give your back support in the position. So my back is supported, so I'm in a nice strong position. Bring the weights to the side of your head, so roughly in alignment with my ears, and the action is to then press. Up overhead, slowly return side of head. And continue on. 4 more times, pressing the weight up overhead, slowly returning side of head. It's going to go twice more, and once more, and back down. Rest the weights down, take a couple of seconds, strong, powerful movement, really working the shoulders. And again, a great movement to return to and to practice again. A strong, powerful action, really working that upper body. Again, very important there that you don't bounce the weight up and down. Proceed with as much control as you can, as we do with all our movements. So let's go 1 more time. Now, again, weights, side of head, so in line with my ears, just that I'm not starting from the shoulders, I'm starting roughly in line with my ears. Strong, powerful press overhead. Return level with ears. I exhale as I press, and I apply that power. Inhale as I return. 4 more times. And 3. And 2. And 1 more time. And back down. Rest the weights down. Take a couple of seconds, pause in the position. Sometimes you just want to let that body rest. Take a couple of seconds between our sit to stand weight and the shoulder press exercises. So just giving ourselves a couple of seconds, just giving ourselves that little bit of rest. Inhale, slowly exhale. Okay. I'll introduce us into our next exercise, back to a lower body movement. My setup here, we are going to work on a hinge movement. So this is called a hip hinge. We can do this with weight. Brilliant movement. We think about picking things up off the floor, being able to lift heavy things, and this movement is very much applicable, and which is why I would include it in this session for pulmonary fibrosis. So that idea of being able to lift things, heavy things, and being comfortable with that task. So what I want you to do is take hold of your 2 weights, stand in front of your chair, just a couple of inches in front. Your feet are hip width, your knees are nice and soft, And the action, I want you to think of pushing your hips backwards into that chair. So if you were to squat, you wouldn't hit the chair, and we don't want to sit or squat. We want to simply push the hips back. Imagine you're in your kitchen, there's a drawer open behind, and you want to close it by pushing bum or hips back. So let's begin. Weights by my side, start the movement in your hips, pushing backwards. Squeeze and come forward. So my back stays straight, my hips initiate the movement. I feel a stretch in the back of my upper legs as I push the hips back. Continuing. When I feel that chair, I might not even, just push back as far as comfortable, but squeeze your glutes to bring your hips forward. 3 more times. Twice more, pushing the hips back. And once more. And rest. Rest the weights down. Again, takes a little practice, that movement. Challenging, but that's what we're doing. We've been progressing the movements up. And as I say, your crossover is that ability to maintain a nice straight back, moving through the hips, activating back of those upper legs. So really important movement. We'll try it again a second time. Using that chair can just give you a little bit of feedback. Are you pushing the hips back as opposed to sitting down? So always pushing the hips back rather than squatting. So let's try that one again. 2 weights, feet about hip width, my knees are soft, and I will begin the action from my hips, pushing backwards. So I push back, 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 squeeze and come forward. Feeling a nice stretch in the back of my upper legs, hips back, squeeze and coming forward. So let's continue. Nice straight back. But again, the movement is all initiated through my hips. Not looking to force the position too far. Don't need to be in a parallel position to floor, anything like that. Just push those hips back. Bring the hips forward. Twice more. And once more. And rest. Take a couple of seconds. Final exercise in the series. So just take a couple of seconds, rest the weight down. Just kind of see, you might feel a little bit of a connection back of those legs. Just shake the legs out. Take a couple of seconds. Okay, so we're going to go into our final action here. So this will be a curl and press. A nice one to finish on, a nice upper body movement. I'm going to take hold of my 2 weights, in by my side. Palms are faced into the sides. Bring the weight up, push from chest. Return back down. Nice control. Curl the weight up, press from chest, and back down. Let's continue. Four more times. Working the arms, working the chest. 3 more. And 2. And 1. And down. Rest the weight down, take a couple of seconds. Okay, so I really like that movement, really effective way. I find kind of prolonged work on the chest can be tiring, quite tough, but really important with pulmonary fibrosis. There are strengthening areas like our chest, but just by lifting the weight, we just break it down a little bit by adding that arm curl. So really nice movement. So let's go again. Take hold of your 2 weights, the palms are faced in, lift the weight up, push from chest and return. Let's go from the side this time. Curl, press. So that hammer curl variation with chest press. Nice smooth action, just that we don't punch the weight out. Go at a nice comfortable pace. Smooth as you press. 3 more times. And 2. And 1. And down. Let the weights down. And let's finish up with our cool down. Really important. We've pushed these last couple of sessions quite hard. Your body has worked harder with each session. Very important now, you just take a couple of minutes to relax the body down after those harder bouts. So let's begin, just nice and light with those shoulders. Just a nice relaxing motion, slowly bring those shoulders back. Changing the direction, slowly rolling your shoulders forward in circles. Bringing the hands up, I want you to extend the arms out, press forward as far as you comfortably can, and then pull back as far as you comfortably can. Press forward and hold, straighten those arms out. Pull back, squeeze. Let's go 3 more times. Press forward and hold. Pull back. Go twice more. Pushing as far as I can. Pull back. And then 1 more time. Pressing forward as far as I can. Pull back. And down. Stretching, nice stretch through the back next. What I want to do is just fold the arms, rotate my body to the right, minimal movement through the hips. Pause for a couple of seconds in this position, and then let's rotate over to the left. Nice and smooth, over to the right again. Just going to hold a little bit longer this time, and then over to the left. Light exhale as I turn to the side. Once more. Just holding that position, nice stretch through the back. Return, and then over to the left. And back down. Okay. Stretch of the chest, we're going to open arms by our side. Gently step forward and just open up those arms, just lightly pull back. Let's hold for a couple of seconds here. And reset. Pull back. Open up that chest. A couple of seconds here. Let's go twice more. So alternate with that step. Pull back. Open up the position. And then 1 more time. 3, 2, 1, and down. Let's move down to lower body. I'm going to stretch out the thigh. One we've tried before. I want to curl my leg back, lightly hold on to that foot. Gently pull back, stretching out the thigh, front of your leg. Hold. Nice stretch through the thigh. And back down. Reset. Left foot back, grab hold of that foot, gently pull the leg back and hold the position. Stretching out that thigh, front of the leg. Reset. Right foot back, grab hold of the foot, gently pull the leg back, stretching out that thigh. A little bit longer this second round. And down. Swap sides, left foot back, grab hold of that foot, gently pull the leg back, hold that nice stretch through your thigh. And rest the foot down. Final stretches, holding onto that chair. I want to tap that heel down, my toes pointed up. Just gently tilt forward, feeling a nice stretch through the back of that leg, which we worked today with that hinge movement. And reset. Left heel down, toes pointed up, just gently hinge or lean forward. A nice stretch through the back of the leg. And reset. Let's go again. Right heel down, toes pointed up, gently tilting forwards, keeping a nice straight back. and return. One more time. Heel down, toes pointed up. Gently lean forward, feeling that nice stretch through the back of the leg. And let's hold for a couple of seconds. And back. Finally, just want to finish off with a little breathing. Nice and relaxed. Really important, just to ensure that you feel nice and relaxed after the session. So, what we'll do today, very simply, just want to bring arms across chest. Inhale, open up. Slowly exhale, relaxing arms in. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times, nice and slow. Close the eyes if that helps you connect with the breathing. Twice more. One more time. And rest. Okay, that concludes our 6th and final session. So just want to congratulate anyone who's been on that journey. 6 sessions, we've progressed up over the sessions. Maybe you're someone who's familiar with exercise, maybe this was a little bit different, maybe this was your first time in a long time to kind of get involved with a session, so really well done just for participating. What I'd say is going forward, if you can play these videos back, you can take elements from them. If you found certain parts easy, you can build them up and perform an extra set. Do 10 reps instead of 8. Make these little changes. Equally, any parts maybe are a little bit difficult, don't be afraid to take it a step back, build up at your own pace. So the main thing is that we're exercising, do as much as you comfortably can, and I'll talk to you again soon. But really well done on completing the series.